Hi, I'm Brandy, this is Hound Dog Hollow, and this is going to be a brief review of the book American Brujeria, because at this point I've already done an announcement, I've already done a wonderful interview with J. Allen Cross, and I'm going to leave the link for all of that. Or maybe if I'm fancy, I'm going to put a card. I don't know, stay tuned. But basically, I love the book, obviously. This is American Brujeria. It's about Catholic folk magic. I love it very much because through this journey that I've been going on, I definitely found that eclectic witchcraft and witchcraft as a whole wasn't satisfying me. And folk magic is where it's at least for me. I have learned that that's actually when I've always, and I've talked about it numerous times on my channel, when I've always imagined myself as a crone, what I imagine myself doing is folk magic. And I don't know if you saw the interview, but if you haven't, you have to check it out because Jay is wonderful. I cannot get enough of his work. So there's that. But about the book specifically, this is a book about Mexican folk magic, and specifically about the liminal space that Mexican Americans go through. I'm not Mexican American, I am a Puerto Rican, but it's similar in that you don't quite fit in because you're not Hispanic enough, you're not Mexican enough, you're not Latin enough for people from who living in those actual Latin American countries. But again, you're not white, so you're always other. You never really fit in, so you're always in a liminal space. But liminal spaces are the specialty of magic. It's where magic happens. It's where we can manifest and create, and so it really goes into that. And another thing, I never let go of the Virgin Mary, and I don't have to, and so that was really nice. It's really nice. So he talks about those liminal spaces. He talks about the difference between American Brujeria and a traditional Brujeria, using that word. He touches on cultural appropriation early on, and very in a really, really good and accessible way. And then he goes into the basics. So, the source of the power, so your faith in your higher power, the earth, your mother, and your family, your traditions. And one of my favorite, absolute favorite parts in the book, I'm trying to find it. I should have saved it. I don't think I've come across it yet. So concepts of bitter and sweet, the Bible, prayer, blessings, cleansings, mal de ojo, different tools, copal, sage, smoke, rue, Florida water, red ribbon, candles, condition oils, so like your Van, your oils that are just for specific things, holy water, scissors, horseshoe, and garlics. Just really easily accessible, inexpensive, but immensely powerful magical items. Which one of the things that I love about this book, and we talked about it in the interview, is that this is accessible for people without means. This is a book that you can take this and start rolling with it for minimal cost. It talks about church, and different ways you might do that, different prayers, some that I'm familiar with like the back of my hand, and some that I had to write in my journal, using metals, a whole chapter about La Virgen de Guadalupe, and it's wonderful, very good information. Praying the rosary, different prayers, the mysteries of the Virgin Mary, or the Virgen de Guadalupe specifically, candle magic, using novenas, which is like the tall skinny candles, and sometimes they're just colorful and sometimes they have saints. It's got color meanings, it's got different intentions and how you might use them. It's got some ideas, or it's got steps on how to fix it or prepare your candle for burning, how to burn it, how to read the signs, reading the glass, different candle spells, the saints and how to work with them, and some Mexican folk saints. So all of it very, very interesting. The Santa Muerte, a whole chapter about Santa Muerte with what I felt was very honest and very practical advice. Limpias, which is like cleansings. So you may have heard of a limpia con huevo, which is like when you clean somebody with an egg and the bad energy goes into the egg. But it talks about also doing with plants. You know, the importance of cleanliness, the importance of grounding, the importance of protection, keeping your space clean, both physically and spiritually, which is not something that we really want to hear, but it's something that we need to hear. Baridas, which is like a limpia done specifically by sweeping something over your body to collect negative energy. So eggs or herbs. Baths that you can take, and a variety of different reasons why you would do that. A couple other limpias. And then some spells. Magical timing, different herbs, different oils. Like, there's a lot in here. Vicks Vapor Rub has a section, which is just precious to me. Red Ribbon has a section, which obviously I do that. Rue, glasses of water, garlic and horseshoes, protecting your house, protection spells, combat magic is what it's called, because spiritual warfare is real, whether you want to acknowledge it or not. And then building an ancestor altar. So, wonderful book. Absolutely love it. Highly recommend it. I'm going to leave links for basically all of it in the comments below. This is probably the last thing that I'll do about it, because I've already beaten this horse to death. And yes, I will be keeping this book forever because I absolutely love it. So, this is American Brujeria by J. Allen Cross. I'm going to leave all the links below. As always, please like, comment, and subscribe. I love you guys, and I hope you have a wonderful day.